A Billionaire's 9-Day Wife. A tale of love, growth, and transformation. Welcome to Life Tells Stories, your go-to channel for compelling tales of unexpected love, heartwarming adventures, and life-changing lessons. Today, we bring you an extraordinary story, A Billionaire's 9-Day Wife. Imagine a billionaire, an inheritance ultimatum, and a waitress whose life is about to take an unexpected turn. Could such a whirlwind arrangement lead to real love? What would you do if life gave you 9 days to change everything? Stick around to explore this captivating journey, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the most gripping stories. Drop a comment below and tell us, where are you watching this from? Let's dive in. Alexander, a billionaire with a life of luxury, freedom, and no strings attached, receives shocking news. To claim his grandmother's vast fortune, he must marry within 9 days. Known for avoiding commitments and relationships, Alexander is faced with a choice he's never considered seriously. His grandmother, Eleanor, was a woman of great wisdom and an even greater sense of humor. She often lamented that Alexander's life was missing the grounding influence of love and family. Her will was her final, mischievous attempt to teach him a lesson. The clause was simple but daunting: no marriage, no inheritance. For Alexander, who valued his independence above all, the demand felt like a personal attack. Yet, as he sat in the lawyer's office surrounded by his family's skeptical eyes, the reality of losing the inheritance began to sink in. The family business, the legacy of generations, would fall into the hands of distant relatives or worse, competitors. The stakes were enormous, and time was ticking. Would he sacrifice his freedom for a fortune? Alexander's frantic search for a solution leads him to an unassuming cafe on the outskirts of the city. The cafe is warm and inviting, with a comforting aroma of fresh coffee and pastries. It's here that he meets Sophia, a waitress who immediately captures his attention. Sophia isn't just a waitress, she's a fighter. With her family's restaurant teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, she juggles multiple jobs to keep it afloat. Despite her challenges, she radiates positivity and determination. Her witty comebacks and sharp intelligence intrigue Alexander in a way he hasn't experienced before. Their interaction begins innocently enough. Alexander, frustrated and distracted, spills his coffee, and Sophia's quick humor diffuses the situation. But as they talk, an idea starts to form in Alexander's mind. This fiery, independent woman might be the perfect candidate for his unorthodox plan. Yet, convincing her to marry a stranger for money won't be easy. Sophia's initial reaction to Alexander's proposal is one of disbelief. Marry a billionaire she barely knows. It's absurd. But as Alexander explains his situation and offers financial compensation that could save her family's restaurant, Sophia begins to consider the idea. The decision isn't easy. Sophia wrestles with the implications of stepping into a world of wealth and scrutiny. Her friends and family express their concerns, fearing she's being manipulated. But ultimately, her love for her family and determination to preserve their legacy win out. She agrees to the arrangement, setting the stage for a whirlwind wedding. Alexander's assistant, Emma, becomes the mastermind behind the event. Despite the rushed timeline, she organizes a beautiful ceremony. Sophia's simple elegance and Alexander's undeniable charm leave the small gathering of guests enchanted. Yet beneath the surface, both Alexander and Sophia wonder, what have we gotten ourselves into? The newlyweds' adventure takes a surprising turn when they discover that Alexander's grandmother left detailed instructions for their honeymoon. Instead of a luxury retreat, they're handed the keys to an aging camper van and a map of remote destinations. Sophia names the camper Turtle for its slow and steady pace. For Alexander, who's accustomed to private jets and five-star hotels, the experience is a rude awakening. Cooking on a tiny stove, navigating bumpy roads, and sleeping in cramped quarters test his patience. Meanwhile, Sophia thrives in this environment, proving her resourcefulness and adaptability. Their journey is filled with unexpected challenges and moments of levity, from getting lost in a forest to improvising a meal when the camper's fridge breaks down. The experiences bring them closer. Slowly, they begin to see each other beyond their preconceived notions, laying the groundwork for a deeper connection. As the days pass, the charade of their marriage starts to feel less like an act. Alexander finds himself drawn to Sophia's resilience and genuine nature. Her laughter is infectious, and her candidness disarms him. For Sophia, Alexander's vulnerability and willingness to adapt surprise her. One night, as they sit by a campfire under a canopy of stars, Alexander shares a story from his childhood, revealing a softer side that few have seen. Sophia, moved by his honesty, opens up about her fears and dreams. The moment is intimate and raw, leaving both of them questioning the true nature of their relationship. Yet, the shadows of their agreement linger. Neither wants to admit their growing feelings, fearing rejection or misunderstanding. Can they overcome their fears and embrace the possibility of real love? Just as Alexander and Sophia begin to settle into their new dynamic, an unwelcome figure from Sophia's past reappears. Liam, her ex-boyfriend, is a charming but manipulative man who left her heartbroken and distrustful. Hearing of Sophia's marriage to a billionaire, Liam sees an opportunity to exploit her. Liam's arrival stirs up old wounds and doubts. He attempts to undermine Sophia's trust in Alexander, suggesting that her husband's intentions are purely self-serving. Alexander, sensing Liam's toxic influence, steps in to protect Sophia. Their relationship faces its first major test as they confront the ghosts of her past. The confrontation with Liam forces Alexander and Sophia to address their feelings. Alexander's fierce defense of Sophia reveals the depth of his care for her. For Sophia, the experience underscores the sincerity of Alexander's intentions. In a heated exchange, Alexander exposes Liam's manipulative tactics, leaving him humiliated. Sophia, empowered by Alexander's support, finally severs ties with her ex. The incident marks a turning point in their relationship, solidifying their trust and commitment to each other. Despite their growing bond, Alexander and Sophia face one final hurdle: convincing Mr. Cranston, the estate lawyer, of the authenticity of their marriage. Known for his sharp mind and skepticism, Mr. Cranston digs into their pasts, searching for inconsistencies. The interrogation is intense. Mr. Cranston's probing questions push Alexander and Sophia to their limits, but their honest and heartfelt answers begin to sway him. They recount shared experiences, from their camper adventures to their growing connection, painting a vivid picture of their journey. Comment below. Could you handle such scrutiny in your relationship? As the 9-day deadline approaches, Alexander and Sophia make a bold declaration. They've fallen in love, not as part of their agreement, but genuinely and deeply. Their heartfelt announcement shocks everyone, including Mr. Cranston, who finally relents and approves the inheritance transfer. The moment is triumphant, not because of the inheritance, but because Alexander and Sophia have found something far more valuable: each other. With the inheritance secured, Alexander and Sophia embark on a new chapter. They move into a cozy home, leaving behind the trappings of high society. Alexander discovers a passion for photography and dedicates himself to philanthropic causes, while Sophia revitalizes her family's restaurant, turning it into a thriving business. Their journey is far from perfect, but their love and partnership allow them to face challenges head-on. Together, they prove that true love can overcome any obstacle and create a fulfilling, balanced life. This heartwarming story reminds us that love can grow in the unlikeliest places and under the most unconventional circumstances. Alexander and Sophia's journey shows that vulnerability, trust, and shared experiences can transform even the most skeptical hearts. Did this story touch you? Share your favorite moment in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Life Tells Stories for more captivating tales, and hit the like button to help us reach more viewers. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inspired. Goodbye for now.